Hi guys, it's Gav here from DartsHunter.tv and welcome to day 5 for my predictions of the 2021 PDC World Darts Championship. We're going to be covering everything from the fixtures, stats, head-to-head and of course my awesome predictions. And my predictions so far have not been too bad. On day 3, I got a clean sweep and I think I got 5 exact scores. So happy days. So keep watching guys. So we're moving on to Saturday, December the 19th. We've got 2 sessions. First up in the afternoon session, we've got 3 first round matches and 1 second round match. First up, we've got Steve Lennon against Daniel Larsson, Scott Waits against Matt Campbell, Kim HUYBRECHTS against Dai Zhang, and MERVYN King against either Max Hopp or Gordon Mathers. So kicking off the afternoon, we've got Steve Lennon against Daniel Larsson. Steve Lennon, of course, from Ireland, PDC ranking now number 47. His best performance was the last 64 in 2018 and 2019. Meanwhile, his opponent, Daniel Larsson from Sweden, PDC ranking 126. His best performance was the last 64 in 2019 also. These guys have never ever met before. Neither have really been in form. But I think that Steve Lennon is the more classier player out of the 2. And this could be his chance to get a good win, get some money in for his ranking points. And I'm going for Steve Lennon to beat Daniel Larsson in this one, 3-2. Next up, we've got Scott Waits against Matt Campbell. Of course, Scott Waits from England, PDC ranking 87. This is his championship debut. Meanwhile, he's up against Matt Campbell from Canada. He hasn't got a PDC ranking. His best performance was the last 96 in 2020. These guys have never ever played before. I'm a big fan of Scott Waits. I loved it when he won the Grand Slam. He's BDO World Champion a couple of times. Absolutely awesome player. And he can, he could do some real damage. Scott Waits has always been a little bit of, he loves his work, so he's always, even when he was in the BDO and winning stuff, he always made a clear point that he loved his work and that. I think that he's given it a real go and he could, like I say, do some damage in the PDC, and I'm going for him to beat Matt Campbell in this one, 3-2. Next up, we've got Kim HUYBRECHTS against Dai Zhang. Kim HUYBRECHTS from Belgium, PDC ranking 39 now. His best performance was a quarter-finalist way back in 2012. Dai Zhang, all the way from China, no PDC ranking. This is his championship debut. So these guys have never met before. Kim's not been great in recent times. I think he's had issues on and off the dartboard, but he seems a really nice guy, and I'd love to see him do well because he is a quality player. And he can be a big scorer, and I think this is a great draw for him, and I'm going for Kim to beat Dai Zhang 3-1. Then the last match of the afternoon see MERVYN King against either Max Hopp or Gordon Mathers. Of course, MERVYN King from England, PDC ranking 19. His best performance was a semi-finalist way back in 2009. MERVYN King recently in the last tournament reached a final. He didn't beat MVG, but he certainly had his chances and pushed him all the way. MERVYN King's an old school guy. He's local to me. This is going to be a tough game for him, but whoever get through, and my prediction was Max Hopp, I think that MERVYN King's going to go on a little run, and I think he'll beat Max Hopp 3-2. Then we move on to the evening session for Saturday, December the 19th, where we see 3 more first round matches and 1 second round match. First up, we've got Andy Hamilton against Nico Kurz, Andy Boulton against Dieter Hedman, Damon HETA against Danny Baggish, and Michael van Gerwen will play either Ryan Murray or Lawrence Zalagan. Kicking off the evening, we've got Andy Hamilton against Nico Kurz. Andy Hamilton from England, PDC ranking 92 now. Now, his best performance, finalist back in 2012. What a player he was around this time. I think he went something like 20 tournaments where he made at least the quarterfinals. These are big televised ones. He was really class. Nico Kurz, meanwhile, from Germany, PDC ranking 129. His best performance was the last 32 in 2020. This was a tough one to call for me. They're both quality players on their day. But I like Andy Hamilton. I'd like to see him do really well. They've never played each other before, but I'm going for Andy Hamilton to beat Nico 3-2. Next up, we've got Andy Boulton against Dieter Hedman. Andy Boulton from England, PDC ranking 58. Now, his best performance was the last 64 in 2016 and is up against Dieter Hedman, who I've got to say I absolutely love. I got to interview her, I got to spend time with her. One of the most nicest ladies you will meet. She was brilliant with Ellie and Connor. What a fabulous lady. Country from England, of course, born in Kingston, Jamaica, but now resides in Whittam. No PDC ranking, and her best performance, of course, this is her championship debut. So these guys have never met before. Now, as much as I love Dieter, I don't think she's going to have enough to beat Andy Boulton. Sorry, Dieter, and I am going for Andy Boulton to win 3-1, but I cannot wait for this match, and I hope that you do go through. Next up, we've got Damon HETA against Danny Baggish. Damon HETA, of course, from Australia, PDC ranking number 56, and his best performance was the last 64 in 2020. Danny Baggish, meanwhile, from the USA, no PDC ranking. These guys have never played before. His best performance was the last 64 in 2020. Damon HETA, what a quality player, can do damage to anybody on his day. He'll be somebody that a lot of people want to avoid. Unfortunately, Danny Baggish has landed him, and I think that Damon HETA is going to have far too much in this one and beat Danny Baggish 3-1. Then the final match of day 5 is Michael van Gerwen against either Ryan Murray or Lawrence Olagan. Of course, MVG from the Netherlands, PDC ranking number 1 and has been for years now. His best performances, he won it in 2014, 2017 and 2019, and he's going to want to be 4 times world champion by the end of this tournament. Who's going to stop him? He won the Players' Championship just a few weeks ago at the right time. There's so many players that feel they can take out Michael van Gerwen now, but can Ryan Murray, who I think will beat Lawrence Olagan, but even if it is Olagan go through, I don't see either of these two getting anywhere near him. MVG is going to be really hungry. He really want it. He really want to be 4-time world champion, and I'm going for him for an impressive second round match and win 3-0. So let's just have a recap on my predictions for day 5. I'm going for Steve Lennon to beat Daniel Larson 3-2, Scott Waits to beat Matt Campbell 3-2, Kim Huybrechts to beat Dai Zhang 3-1, and Mervyn King to beat either Max Hopp or Gordon Mathers 3-2. I think it will be Hopp. Then I'm going for Andy Hamilton to beat Nico Kurz 3-2, Andy Boulton to beat Dieter Hedman 3-1, Damon HETA to beat Danny Baggish 3-1, and MVG to beat either Ryan Murray or Lawrence Olagan 3-0. And as I said, I think it will be Ryan Murray. Let me know what your thoughts are. What are your standout games? Do you think that my predictions are accurate? Are they rubbish? Listen, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon for the day 6 schedule, stats and head-to-head, and of course, more of my awesome predictions. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications, and please do not forget to download the app. We've got some awesome quiz giveaways over Christmas. Stay safe, guys, and I'll catch you all very soon. Bye.